Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Rebecca Sweet here. It is around 8 o'clock on your Thursday morning, and we're going to continue to go into a little bit more of a deep dive as to what we're expecting next week. So next week, we do have weather impact alert days in place. We'll get to more on that in just a moment. So first, I wanted to briefly talk about the potential for some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night. And then we'll go into maybe looking at some of our long-range models as to what some of our models are showing for next week and kind of where our mindset is coming from when it comes to these weather impact alert days. So let's go over our weather headline. So our first weather headline is that we're going to continue to see the potential for some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow night. If you've been watching our coverage this morning, we do have a cold front that's going to be swinging its way across the area, and it's going to be bringing in the chance for some showers and thunderstorms. So the question is, will these showers and thunderstorms be severe? Right now, my confidence level is relatively low, but we could see a feisty storm or two that perhaps brings in some gusty winds, maybe some heavy rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder. But most of this activity is going to be moving in so late tomorrow night. Then we go into the weekend. The weekend's kind of a 50-50 weekend. Saturday, we should see temperatures rebound nicely. We get back into the 60s and 70s across our region. It's going to be a relatively nice afternoon. We may see a few more spotty showers late Saturday and into your Sunday. And then we go into the early part of next week. Sunday is when things just start to rapidly go downhill. We're going to have another system that's going to be drawing in some of the coldest air that we've had so far this season, and it's going to bring down our temperatures. You notice our highs as we go into your Monday and Tuesday could potentially be about 20 degrees below average. I mean, we're talking highs in the 40s. That's colder than what our wake-up temperatures were this morning. Now, I know that the bottom headline is one that you're probably mostly asking your questions about, because this is the question that I've had from most of our viewers. Will this come with snow? Oh my gosh, we're so excited. So I don't want to say no, because for some of you, snow is going to be a part of the forecast into the higher elevations. The question is, will we see this snow maybe bring in a few flurries into the lower elevations? So first, let's jump ahead and let's go into what we're going to be talking about for tomorrow. As of today, as of this morning, the Storm Prediction Center still has a level 1 risk that is going to be in place. Now, this is the lowest risk when it comes to severe weather. I would expect that the risk for severe weather is going to be a little bit on the heightened side, perhaps for parts of Middle Tennessee. Models have done a pretty decent job of showing this line of showers and thunderstorms moving through late tomorrow night. So let me take this full screen for you, and you can get a glimpse as to what it is going to look like, perhaps. If not, we're going to keep it right on me, folks. So we do see, again, there we go. We continue to see this line of showers and thunderstorms moving in as we go into, there we go. There's our future cast that we want to talk about, going into the later evening hours. So we go into your Friday. Here's your Friday. We head into the start of your Saturday. You notice that we have this line that's going to be moving into the region, and this goes all the way into the early hours of your Saturday morning. So let me kind of back this up for you again. We're starting Friday, 1 p.m. So tomorrow afternoon should still be really nice. Another breezy day. Wind's going to be pretty similar to what we had yesterday. And then this line kind of starts to push its way across the plateau right around dinner time, and then continues to slide its way across East Tennessee as we go throughout the later evening hours. Now, again, gusty winds, not a huge concern. We do have, again, the possibility for some limited instability, so maybe seeing some stronger storms is not completely out of the question. But as I've been saying before, confidence level still going to be a little bit on the lower end. Let's jump ahead and let's talk a little bit more about your weekend forecast, as we are going to continue to see some really nice conditions Saturday. If you have any outdoor plans, grassy surfaces may still be wet. We'll still continue to see perhaps some wet playground equipment if you're planning to be outside because of those early morning rain showers. We go into the afternoon, not too bad. Warm, showers are going to be moving through the area early. Could see a few more showers late Saturday night. And as we go into your Sunday, we jump ahead to your Sunday, and you notice our wake-up temperatures are near 50. Our highs are only into the upper 50s. And then temperatures, as we go into your Sunday, are going to be dropping, folks. We have the potential of seeing highs going into the early part of next week. I mean, trending well below average. And so that is why we do have weather impact alert days, both Monday and Tuesday. So the number one reason why is because of temperatures. As we kind of dive into this a little bit more, the biggest concern that we have in place is going to be those cold temperatures, especially with some of those breezier conditions in place. This is where we get the wind chill factor. If you haven't had a chance to do so just yet, I'd maybe start pulling out some of those layers, those jackets, gloves, hats, just kind of finding where they're at. I know it's always tough a little bit at the beginning of the season. And then just know that a widespread freeze is looking more and more likely with wake-up temperatures getting down into the 20s. We highlight your 5 Ps of cold weather: people, pets, plants, pipes, and practice fire safety. So first and foremost, people, if you have any outdoor plans, if you work outside, make sure you're trying to cover up as much exposed layers of your skin as possible. So gloves, hats going to be needed. Pets, make sure that they have a nice place to stay warm as well. This is going to be a relatively short-lived cold snap, so it looks like it's going to be just Monday and Tuesday. But even for those 2 days, you want to make sure that your furry friends have a place to stay warm as well. Cover up your sensitive plants. I would likely do this on Sunday. I know it's going to be a little breezy on Sunday, but Sunday is the day we're going to start to see those temperatures drop. You want to make sure that any of those outdoor pipes, perhaps next to a window or on an outdoor wall, make sure you're dripping some of those pipes. The hoses that you have outside, make sure you're draining those hoses and you're getting them ready to go for the winter season. And as always, we do want to remind you, practice fire safety. Again, make sure that you're using a proper heating source when it comes to staying warm. You don't want to be heating your house with a space heater, so make sure, again, you're taking all the right precautions. So now that we talked about these temperatures, I think we're going to dive into, actually, let me first go into more of a 10-day temperature trend, and then we'll go into the fun stuff, talking about snow. So this is where the concern is going to be in place. You notice for the next couple of days, things are fine, pretty close to average. Monday and Tuesday is where we're going to have that widespread freeze going to be possible. Wake up temperatures into the 20s. That's going to be something that we watch all across East Tennessee. Highs only getting into the 40s, but you notice by Wednesday and Thursday, we start to see our high temperatures getting back into the 40s and 50s, and our wake-up temperatures get back above freezing. So it really is going to be a short-lived kind of cold snap that's going to be moving into the region. Okay, so now that we talked about this temporary little cold snap, let me jump ahead and let me show you what some of our long-range snowfall models are showing. So this is our GFS model. This one, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about. Clearly, we're probably going to have the best chance for seeing some snow flurries up into the higher elevations. LeConte Lodge has already posted pictures of seeing snow across their region, so seeing some snow into the higher elevations, not going to be out of the question. I know that the National Weather Service is highlighting and saying areas above 4,000 feet. So higher elevations of Blount, Sevier, Cott counties, chances, I mean, they look pretty good that you could see some snow flurries late Sunday and into the early hours of your Monday. Now let me show you our European model. This one is just a little bit more excited about potentially seeing some snow into the early part of next week. You notice it brings it all across East Tennessee. I mean, it even shows some areas picking up close to a half of an inch to over an inch of snow across parts of Campbell and Scott and Fentress County. So this model, I think, is being a little bit more bullish, but because we have models that are showing this, it's still 5 days out. We're continuing to monitor this. We don't want to say that chances are completely zero, but I would say that my confidence level is much higher for the higher elevations. So we'll kind of dive into this over the next coming days. We're not going to show this on actual TV, so this is kind of more of a sneak preview when it comes to finding us on our streaming app, because we get to go into what our models are showing. But this does really help and to assist in our forecasting plans. We look ahead to your 7-day forecast. Relish the next couple of days, folks, because it is going to be so nice. 60s and 70s. No major rain chances for the rest of the day today. Tomorrow night, we'll have that chance for some showers and thunderstorms that's going to be moving into the area. Saturday, dry for the most part. a few spotty showers early. Could see a few spotty showers late and into your Sunday. Then Sunday, those temperatures continue to drop. I mean, we go from temperatures in the 50s all the way down to the 20s as we go into the early hours of your Monday. So picture one of those days where you step outside and it's like the early morning hours, it seems really nice. And then you go into the afternoon and you're like, oh my gosh, it got so cold. So that is the kind of forecast that I'm expecting as we go into the early part of next week. Weather impact alert days, primarily because of those frigid temperatures, could be seeing some snow flurries up into the higher elevations. And then it is rather short-lived as we get back into the upper 50s. All right, that's a little sneak peek as to what we're thinking as we go throughout the rest of your work week. Enjoy these nice temperatures and follow us along for more updates on your weather impact alert days.